What's up, my lovely ladies and gentlemen? My name is Ashley and welcome back to my channel. And if you guys are new here, hi, my name is Ashley and it's a pleasure to meet you. This is a channel where my goal is honestly to just entertain you guys and to give you guys kind of an escape when you need it, and to make you feel beautiful both inside and outside by giving you guys my beauty tips and tricks and some, like, you know, very nice self-reflective quotes, and just, you know, just like kind of what goes through my mind when I'm making the videos. So before I keep rambling, because I'm kind of nervous now, if that seems that's something you would like to see, please go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell notification located right next to the subscribe button. I say that like if you guys don't already know, but point being, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and like it to make me feel a little to make me feel like I'm not bombing this intro. Let's just get into the video. Yeah. Alright, so for those of you that have not yet seen the part 1 to this video, which is where my 2-year-old goddaughter picks my makeup, a fly ruins my video, there is that fly, and I found out my eyes went viral. Go ahead and watch that one first so that you guys can get, you know, the entirety of this drama-filled sequel. But yeah, so today's video is a part 2, and today is the day.
This is the day
that I'm going to finally complete or try to put together a look with the makeup that my goddaughter picked for me. She is not here today. I know a lot of you guys wanted to see her, and who wouldn't? Like, she's so freaking cute. She probably would be like, peace anyway. I mean, I wouldn't blame her, honestly, because sometimes even I'm like, what the fuck is happening? So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started into the makeup part of it, because it's been forever since I've like applied makeup. It honestly feels like it. So I'm just excited to start. So let's start. I don't know why I keep talking. I think I'm just really nervous today, or I probably just had a lot of coffee. Yeah, maybe that's it. Alright guys, so I still have all of the makeup that she picked out for me set aside, which has made my vanity look super organized. I just really didn't want to lose track of the makeup that she picked for me. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started with the makeup application. I'm gonna go through really quickly though the eyeshadows that she picked for me, just because I want you guys to get an idea of what it is that I'm working with. So she picked Merriweather Quasimodo. Hold on, let me get myself together real quick.
She picked Merriweather Quasimodo. Modo? Did I say motor? I don't know. Damsel. Okay. Mama Odie. Royal Ball. And oh my god, she did not. Yes, she did.
Okay, so she picked Merriweather, Quasimodo, Damsel, which is up here, Mama Odie, Royal Ball, and Nutmeg. So she gave me a little bit of a task, but we got this. We totally got this. We are not give our uppers. We are determined. We are resilient. We are successful, and we are freaking baddies. So let's do this. Alright, so I realized that I didn't have her pick an eyeliner or an eyebrow product. So I'm kind of gonna like cheat a little bit, but just halfways. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do my eyebrows with, you know, the products that I normally use. However, I think I can't like cheat all the way, so I'm not gonna use an eyeliner because, you know, she technically didn't pick one. But come on, like, high key, this look would look really ridiculous if I didn't have my eyebrows on, which is kind of why I need to put my eyebrows on. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fill in my eyebrows with my Anastasia Brow Wiz in the shade Dark Brown, along with my MAC Matte Eyebrow. No, not eyebrow. What is this? My MAC Matte Eyeshadow in the shade Espresso. And I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, throw in a little bit of music for you guys, because I don't think you guys want to hear me talk all that much, because if I tire myself out sometimes talking, I mean, like, I could only imagine you guys, right? So let's do my eyebrows. Alright guys, so now that I have my eyebrows on, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start applying my eyeshadow, just because I think I'm gonna do a dark look with like Merryweather and Quasimodo. So I'm just trying to be precautious that I don't get any fallout with either of the two. I really prefer to use concealer for my eyelids, but considering that my little homegirl didn't pick any for me, or that was my fault, I didn't give her any to pick for me, I'm just gonna go ahead and use the concealer that is already on my eyelids. I'm also gonna use, what powder okay, yes, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use my all-nighter setting powder that she picked for me, and I'm gonna go ahead and set these eyelids, because like when I blink I feel like my eyelids stick together. Like, that's how sticky they are. So I'm gonna just go ahead and set them really quickly. And this also serves so that your eyeshadow doesn't like cling on to that stickiness, and you know, it just blends really pretty. But if you guys see me looking off to the side, that's because I'm referencing, I lost the little notepad that I had originally written the shades that she picked for me, so I had to like rewatch my video and get the shades there. So if you see me looking to the side, it's because I'm looking at the shades from over here on my notebook. Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go in to the shade Damsel. Damsel. What the? Dimmadome. Wait, what's that SpongeBob quote that says like the Dimmadome with the Dimmadan or whatever?
Oh my gosh, I kid you not, you guys. I like always crack myself up.
So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go into the shade Damsel, and I'm going to pop that into my crease as an initial transition shade. Alright, so now that I got Damsel on my eye crease, I was gonna say eyelid. On my eye crease as a transition. I need to stop talking. So now that I got Damsel on my eyelid as a transition shade, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go into the shade called Nutmeg, which was her last pick. And I'm gonna go in with the same brush, and I'm also gonna go ahead and pop this into that crease, just kind of as like, I guess, a complimentary shade to Damsel. We'll see how it goes. I'm not making any promises, but yeah. Alright, so I'm not even about to lie. This combination is kind of like really freaking good. So as you can see, I kind of went a little heavy-handed. But this shade is super pigmented, so you're not even going to need a lot if you do decide to recreate this look for some odd reason. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go into the shade Quasimodo with a smaller kind of blending brush. It's still fluffy, but it's just like in a miniature version, you could say. So that way when I blend out, the product isn't dispersed to like a wider area. This one's kind of a little more concentrated, or it's just a little more like minimalized, if that makes any kind of sense. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and go into Quasimodo, and I think this one I'm going to go into my outer V with, and I'm probably gonna bring it up to like right here. But we'll play it by ear. We'll see what happens, okay? I need to stop drinking coffee. But it's like super good. Have you guys tried? Okay, real quick, tangent. Which is completely irrelevant, but still. Have you guys tried the Cinnamon Dolce Latte Creamer from Starbucks? But they have it at like the Stater Brothers and stuff. If you guys haven't and you like cinnamon, you gotta get on that shit, boo-boo, because it is so good. Like, I was normally a fan of like sugar and milk, but now I'm like creamer all the way, baby. It's so good. But yeah, anyway, back into the actual purpose of the video. Alright, so as we can tell, I kind of brought it in a little bit further in than what I said I was gonna, but that's just because I thought it was gonna look nice, and it does. So now that I applied that shade, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna grab the big fluffy brush that I used to apply Damsel and Nutmeg, and I'm gonna blend out just the top part of it because I'm trying to marry those shades together, the ones that I applied before this one and this one. So yeah, now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go in with the shade. I can't decide what I'm gonna do next, so in the meantime I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna place Mama Odie in my over here. What's this called? I had a major brain fart. What is this called? My brow bone. As the highlight shade. Ooh, look at me. This looks so pretty. Looks kind of green, but we'll make it work.
My little homegirl picked these out, so ain't nobody better be talking shit.
Alright, so now that my highlight is on my brow bone, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do kind of like a half cut crease. And for that, I'm going to use the small brush that I had used to carve my eyebrows. And oh wait, am I allowed to use any am I allowed to use products that she didn't pick? No, huh?
Bruh.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cut my crease with some concealer because I can't use anything else. So yeah, just gonna take some of that, and then I'm gonna place it in the back of my hand as like a little paint palette, and let's do this. Yeah, cool. Alright, so before this starts transferring onto my other eyeshadows, because it's concealer, I'm going to go in with the shade Royal Belle, which is this one. I don't know if you guys can tell, but this has some like thick glitters. Like thick. I was gonna do it with the brush, but screw that. I'm gonna do it with my finger, okay? Bro, this like looks nice. Lastly, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go in with the same small little miniature brush, the blending one, and I'm gonna go into the shade Merryweather, and I'm going to focus this on my outer V and bring it up on top of that Quasimodo into the crease. And because I don't have any eyeliner, liquid eyeliner to work with, I'm going to go ahead and I'm kind of going to wing out, or not wing out, but I'm just going to bring this darker color out a little more than I normally would. Just because I'm going to go ahead and try to attempt that same effect with micellar water when I clean up the edges. Alright, so now that we've applied the shade itself, I know this looks super crazy, but hopefully it will get better. Now that we've applied the shade itself, I'm going to blend the blue a tad bit into the colors that we had laid down right under it. Alright, so lastly, to finish off this look, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go back into Mama Odie with my Morphe E36 brush, and I'm going to go ahead and apply it right in here into the tear duct and bring it up a little bit into this Royal Belle shade. Alright, cool. So now that we're done with the eyes, I'm going to go ahead and clean up these edges like I had mentioned with my micellar water and a, what are they called? Those that you shove in your ear? Q-tip? Yes, a Q-tip. Okay. So now that that one's done, I'm going to do the same thing to the other eye, because the only thing I learned in math is what you do to one side, you must do to the other. Nice. So now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get started with my face. So my cheekies picked out the Nivea Men Post Shave Balm. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna list all of the products in the description below. Like I said, so that way if you guys want to recreate this look, you guys would be more than free to do so. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna prime my face with the Nivea Men Post Shave Balm. And low-key, I'm not even mad at her because this is what I normally use and it just smells so good. Like I've said 20,000 times in my video before. OMG, I literally got glitter all over my face because I guess my finger still had it. And now I'm questioning. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take this Loreal Tru Match. What is it? Loreal Tru Match foundation in the shade W5. And once I'm done dispersing it all over my face, I'm gonna go ahead and apply it with my Morphe M442 base stippling brush, I think it's called. I don't even know what it's called. Just keep the number in mind. Fun fact about this foundation, this is the first foundation I ever started using when I initially got into makeup in high school. Wait, was that high school? I think I was entering high school and leaving like middle school. And I remember I had no idea how to use it, but I remember I was so excited to start using it that I would literally like just use this, like this was it. And I would apply it like with my finger like you guys saw, but I would literally like just rub it into my face like a lotion. And it honestly did the job for a little while. And then I learned. But yeah, so once that has been blended out, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go in with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. And I'm going to place this under my eyes. And my chin, my nose, and my forehead. So once that's been set, I'm going to go ahead, or no, not set. Once that's been blended, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set my face with my Jeffree Star, the loose powder that he came out with. I'm going to dip my brush in here and start setting. It literally smells so much like cotton candy. I'm not even sure if I like it. I mean, it could smell bad though, so I probably shouldn't complain. I'm now going to set the rest of my face with my Urban Decay All Nighter setting powder. Alright, nice guys, that's nice, so nice. Alright, so now that our foundation and like the base of our face is set, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move into using this Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to lightly bronze my face. Get some color and some dimension back in here. Now this one has more of a pleasant smell to it. This one smells like, how can I visually describe it? This one smells like, you know when you were little and you would go to Raging Waters and like in the locker room, all you would smell just like suntan lotion and like sunblock and all of that, Cabana, like whatever the products were. Yeah, that's exactly what this smells like. Whatever happened to Raging Waters? Is it still open? I don't even know. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use this one to also bronze up my nose. I literally just remembered she picked out a freaking red lip for me. This would have looked so pretty if it was like a nice little brown or neutral. But nah. Homegirl went with a burgundy ass lip liner and like a blood red liquid lip with a super shiny gloss topper. So that should be fun. Oh my gosh, she picked like the brightest blush for me. Alright, so now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put on the tiniest bit of this blush because it can go wrong real quick. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. Alright, so lastly, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna apply this Wet n Wild's highlighter to the tip of my nose and the bridge and a little bit on the chin. So now that the face is all done, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to line my lips with the Italia Deluxe Rich Red Lip Liner. So now that I have my lip liner on, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna apply my Juvias Place Liquid Lipstick in the shade Afrik. Alright, so now that that's done, I already went ahead and I applied a little bit of the lip topper that she chose for me. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put on a little bit more just so that you guys can see that I actually did. So I place this in the center of my lips. And I go ahead and I pout my lips together. So now that that's done, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to apply my Dynamic Duo Mascaras. I have 2 videos uploaded on how I apply my mascara, both in English and in Spanish, just in case you guys are interested. So I'm going to go ahead and apply my mascara and I will be back with the final results. Y'all didn't hear that. Alrighty guys, so this is a finished look. What? Alright, so this is a final look. Before I let you guys go, I do want to fill you guys in and let you know that I did go ahead and I put on a little bit of Meriwether under my lower lash line. And although I was so tempted to put on like little diamonds, I resisted because I did not want to cheat. I wanted to remain honest. So I went ahead and I grabbed a tiny brush, you guys. And I picked out some of the glitter particles from the Royal Ball shade. And I went ahead and I kind of just placed them under the eye. And in all honesty, I am like really in love with this look. Like homegirl hooked me up with picking these shades. She was bound to have like really good style because I've been her stylist like for 2 years, which is her entire life. But no, I honestly think that she was just naturally drawn to these colors because as a child, I mean, I imagine, or evidently, you're drawn to like all of these bright and shiny colors. So let that be kind of like a glimpse or a lesson or just something. When did this become a child psychology channel? I don't know. I honestly guess what I'm just trying to say is that we should appreciate our children a little bit more because after all, a lot of the things that they do or how they pick certain things or how they react to certain things is their form of expression because unlike adults, they haven't developed the mental capacity nor the vocabulary to express themselves the way that we do. So let's just be a little bit more patient and a little bit more conscientious of their actions and of what they pick, just because at the end of the day we have to keep in mind that no matter how frustrating or how crazy they may be, they are literally our future, whether we like it or not, because time is a never-ending clock. So you know, it's kind of our duty to make sure that we bring up loving, patient, capable, authentic children, and all of that starts at home. And just keep in mind that if we as adults find it not easy, but if we as adults are quick to resort to, you know, violence or to tantruming or to hitting or to yelling or to, you know, just impatience, imagine the tolerance level of a child for those things. Also, just keep in mind that everything's temporary, you guys. These children are going to grow up, and before you know it, you're probably going to be missing these stages of their life. So just make sure that you are very much present and that you are very much appreciative of whatever stage they may be in right then and there. So with that being said, I want to give a quick and, you know, very, very love-filled shout out to my baby girl. Luna is her official name, and I keep calling her like Chiqui Streakies and Homegirl and like all these other names and Bebecita Boo. But she is honestly like my adopted child. I love her so much. But yeah, so just a quick shout out to her, so when she gets older she can see this. I love you, mommy, so much. But yeah, so yeah, I guess this is the end of the video. What a weird rant, you guys, but honestly I just felt it was so necessary. One, because it was completely authentic and completely genuine, and two, just with everything happening in the world, I don't even want to think about it because I'm gonna like freaking break down, and this is gonna be like a part 3 sequel. Just with everything happening in the world, we need to remember that these children are innocent, that these children, no matter how little or like small they may be, like they are beings, they are human beings, and they deserve to be respected and treated just as well as any adult would. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Like, you guys don't even know. If you are new to my channel and you're still here watching me, thank you. And it was honestly an absolute pleasure to meet you. I hope I get to see you again, so go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell notification and like the video. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate it more than words can tell. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and say bye now, and I wish you guys a beautiful, peaceful morning, afternoon, evening, or night. Whenever you find yourself watching this video, I hope you find yourself doing very well. And if you are, I'm sending you better vibes, and if you are not, I'm genuinely sending you the best vibes to make you feel better and to just help your situation. So with that being said, I'll see you guys very soon. Thank you guys so much for watching this part 2 video, and I'll see you soon. Bye guys.